Welcome everyone to my biohacking video. This will be the 4 steps for beginners in biohacking. I will talk about 4 of the things that I've learned as I've researched biohacking, and specifically the ones that have helped me as a beginner. Now, I want to just say, I am not a doctor. Please contact your medical professional for any health-related decisions. I'm just expressing my experiences into biohacking. Now, biohacking is basically practices which anyone can do that augment your physical and basically mental health. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's nothing crazy, I'm not going on the deep end with asking you to put, like what is this called? Implements or whatever. It's nothing like surgery, but it's just a cool word to umbrella all these different activities. The first one is going to be optimizing sleep. Sleep is very important for people, and I feel like it is not necessarily done the best by everyone. Now, for optimal sleep conditions, you want to have a room which is cool, about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, but it depends on how hot your body gets during the night. Me personally, with my blanket, I get very hot, so I have to put it 65 or below. I never go too cold though, as that makes it difficult to sleep. You want to find the perfect range for you. Second thing I recommend is a weighted blanket. Weighted blankets, about 10% of your body weight, help with improvements to melatonin production, and it reduces cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Melatonin is one of the strongest antioxidants your body produces, and it's produced during sleep, so that's why I recommend it greatly. Yes, you want your room to be pitch black with no light. If you have light, it can sometimes disturb you and induce awakeness. So you want it to have a very dark place, obviously. But that's sometimes not available. Like in my room, my blinds don't completely shut out all light. So for that, I use a sleep mask. And you want to get a silk sleep mask, and it really helps with blocking out light. And personally, my sleep has improved a lot from using a sleep mask. Now, here's some other things that you could do, like not viewing blue light an hour before sleeping. Really, the time doesn't matter, but an hour minimum you shouldn't view blue light because it keeps your brain awake, and you want to really just decelerate as you're preparing to sleep. Also, sugar and caffeine, something I don't recommend in the evenings, as it'll just keep you up with energy, and that will harm your sleep. And even eating earlier will help sleep, as your body is not stressed out by digesting. Yeah, just personally, eating earlier has helped. Of course, everyone has their own preferences. Now, with eating earlier, it also depends on what you eat. That will help sleep. So the next step comes in optimizing your diet. Optimizing your diet basically means to refine what you eat, not refine it as in the practice, but in the thinking of what you eat to the best possible options. So basically that means eating whole foods. Of course, everyone knows this. You should always go for vegetables, meats, and fruits. Those are the 3 most naturally occurring foods that humans eat and have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Processed foods, these are things our bodies aren't used to eating, as in terms of biologically. You like the process in which a potato goes to become a chip changes it molecularly, and it differently impacts your body than what a regular roasted potato would do. Also, they have many things that aren't good for your body, like preservatives, sugars, and high amounts of salt. So you really want to see that. Generally, limiting carbs helps with optimizing a diet and improving health. People are very high, eat a lot of carbs, especially sugar, and carbs spike your insulin, which will make you more hungry and also crash, leaving you tired. Carbs are also shown to give people brain fog, which is a condition in which your mind just doesn't work as sharp as it usually does, which is where the intermittent fasting comes in. Intermittent fasting has helped me reduce my insulin spikes and also just maintain a stable insulin level. Also, brain fog has really been impacted by intermittent fasting, as I don't experience it anymore. Fiber is really good for your diet because it helps your gut process everything through. If you're experiencing bowel problems and issues on the bathroom, then maybe a lack of fiber is the problem. Now, one thing that's personal to me is having unknown allergies. So for years, since I was young, I would drink a cup of milk every day. Now I realized in past 2 years that I'm actually allergic to lactose. I'm lactose intolerant. That means I've been having these allergic reactions without even knowing it. I thought it was my normal life. So you need to really be on the lookout for that, as it can come from left field and affect you negatively without you even knowing. Now, one thing I prefer is to prioritize protein in my diets, as I do exercise myself, and protein is a muscle building nutrient, as your muscles are made of proteins. Therefore, when you're building muscle, you would want protein so you could supplement the growth. And that's where my third step comes in, as many people are deficient in things that they don't even know about, deficient in nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Now, many people are deficient in nutrients without even knowing it. Now, common ones are being deficient in iron, calcium, vitamin D, vitamin A, magnesium, and zinc. Now, the crazy thing is that if you don't know you're deficient, you won't even realize until it's too late. It's nothing obvious, but it makes a big difference when you are sufficiently consuming enough. This is mostly solved with correcting your diet, as most people don't eat nutrient-rich foods. As I've said before, whole foods are really good to eat, as they are dense in nutrients and also other beneficial things. I recommend eating food before getting into supplementation, because it can easily go wrong if you don't know your own levels. And of course, I recommend going to a doctor before going ham on eating as many nutrients and minerals as you can. Of course, check in with your health consultant. If you were to take away one thing from this video, then I would recommend it to be the fourth step, which is exercising. Exercising is key to building a healthy life. Now, there's many forms of exercising, and most people think of weight training when they hear it, but it could really be anything, from calisthenics to sports to just running in general. But I personally recommend weightlifting. Now, it has many benefits and can help you a lot. Now, first thing you need to know about exercising is understanding your purpose. So you could train for aesthetics, which is basically how your body looks. You could train for endurance, which it trains how long you could do things, basically for things that involve a lot of cardio, a lot of physical labor. And you could train for strength, which, is moving things that are very heavy. Now, when you choose one of those things, uh, they all have their own benefits. So, and you could, of course, go in between them, and you could do all three if you want. But it's better to just focus on one in the beginning. And I recommend going for aesthetics because that's what I personally did, But of course, you're free to do whatever as long as you're doing it correctly. People think exercising is so complicated, but I think the hardest part about it is just going in the first place. You have 100 years to live this life. Just starting something to benefit you later on. Think about it like this: the stronger you are, the more you could help the people around you. Just by being better, it benefits everyone in the world. So yeah, that's what I think about exercising, and I prioritize it a lot. Now, sprinting is shown to increase testosterone, so if you're a male and you're looking to do that, I recommend sprinting. I'm pretty sure that I saw that 6 minutes at your full max speed is shown to have a spike in testosterone. So of course, that is always helpful. One thing about exercising that people neglect is flexibility. It is very important to have flexibility, as it is a big part of longevity in your life. What's the point of having huge muscles if you can't scratch your back or touch your toes? Many of our movements with our bodies and just everyday activities require a degree of flexibility. And if, you're not able to handle that, then it breaks, the body breaks. Always train flexibility, as it is very helpful, even in ways you wouldn't know. And definitely will benefit you later on in life when your muscles start failing. When your muscles stop increasing, you will always count on your flexibility to help you. Now, in conclusion, biohacking is important for everyone to do because most people don't respect their bodies, and that is the major principle of biohacking. Is to respect your bodies so that it'll respect you. If you want to succeed in life, if you want to do anything, the first step you need to do is get your body in order. And that is what biohacking helps you do. Now, of course, it doesn't only have to be biohacking. There's many ways to do it. I'm just saying that I use biohacking and it has helped me greatly. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. So yeah, take those 4 steps and remember to just start. It doesn't matter where or how, just start and continue doing it and getting better every day. Alright, bonus tip for all the people who made it here. Now this one is for my males only, sadly, male fans only, but you know what? It helps a lot, at least personally, and that is icing your balls. Now, I got this from Boost Your Biology, which is a YouTube channel. You can check it out. And they give great tips. They have a lot of things related to biohacking. So of course, if you're interested, you could always go there. Now, the principle of this is that balls don't work, or your testicles don't work that well in heat, high temperatures. So that's why you want to ice it, to cool it down and to improve its functions. Now, it's been shown that icing your ball increases testosterone along with virility, and it could have some aesthetic changes to your penis. Yeah. Now, of course, don't go crazy. The basics for icing your balls is to always have one layer between your balls and the ice, and you want to do it with an ice pack. Personally, I do it with an ice pack, put it on the underwear where my balls sit, and around 10 to 15 minutes. And you could really do this whenever, but most of the effects come right before sleeping. And Boost Your Biology says to do it 3 times per day. Of course, I've only done it before sleeping every day, and it's had some great benefits. So, try it out, see what works, see what doesn't. Alright, that's it from a biohacking video. If you have any thoughts or comments, put them down below. You don't have to like and subscribe, but I would prefer it if you just follow what I said in the videos. Yeah, that's it. Peace out.